Good morning, guys. Welcome to Love's Intuition Tarot. I am Ashley, and for this video, we are doing specifically for those of you who resonate as starseeds, light workers, divine counterparts, although I do have a twin flame video that I just posted for that specifically. Basically, this video is for anyone who resonates, even as the 144,000, anyone who resonates with having a divine path for spreading positivity and light into this world. So if you are one of those people, you feel like that's been your life goal, even if you maybe don't even know of the term starseed or light worker, maybe that's something you should look into. But these are the people who have truly found love in their hearts for other people in a different way, in a very spiritually enlightened way, to which they've realized that this is their path, this is their goal in life. So yeah, we're going to see what's going on for my starseeds and my light workers. Alright, actually before we start too, if you haven't taken the chance already, subscribe to my channel for me. I put out content like this all the time. I know my channel is still growing, but it can only continue to grow, you know, if I have the subscribers and if you like my videos, and comment and let me know if it resonates or not. So if you want to go ahead and take the time to do that for me, I'm getting started now. Okay. Let me see how much room I have. All right, my starseeds here. So it looks like we're going through a decision-making process. So what's happening right now is that you are essentially trying to figure out which choice you want to make, because you're learning the truth about what you're learning the truth about how much like love really that you do actually have in your heart. You're sitting looking at, what do I want that will make me happy, as I also make other people happy, if that makes sense. But it's all starting with a decision making, with a decision, right? And it's all based out of very truthful, especially internal information. It's like you as this person, right? As the Seven of Pentacles man or woman, you're being given both an extremely full heart, an abundantly flowing heart, right? But also the truth about that. And now it's asking you to focus on that, and then you have a decision to make. My starseeds, my light workers, what is your decision? What's your Two of Swords? What are you rolling around in your head? Actually, I'm not going to shuffle it. What are you rolling around in your head right now about what you should do? I'm going to assume... No, I'm not going to assume. We're going to ask the cards. So this means that very quickly you're going to be put in a situation into which you feel very guarded about what you should do, almost like wounded. Like I use my Nine of Wands to mean both like a wounded warrior, as well as feeling very guarded, or feeling like you need, it's almost like you're guarded about what you know is coming, right? You feel very guarded about what you know is coming. He's looking right at these wands coming towards him like he's nervous. Right? But what is the decisions here? Can I look at both sides, please? Okay, here's one side. And what is our other side of this path here? What is our secondary choice, please? What is the other way we could go down this path, please? So it's saying that you kind of can already like psychically or intuitively see that with patience you can find victory in this essentially contract that you're in. Being a starseed or a light worker is in fact almost like a contract that your soul would have made with God before you came into this life, to learn your lessons so that you can then share those lessons with other people, right? So this is saying you're really guarded about what you know is coming. This card also for me represents knowing what's coming. I'm just trying to not get a glare here. She's able to look into her cup, and it's like she can psychically see, almost like it's a crystal ball. But it's because she's able to look into her heart. She's the queen of cups, right? So she's like the queen of the heart, the queen of love. And it's like she's able to look into her cup, into her cup of love, to see what she needs, what other people need. It's a very psychic energy to me. It's very similar to the high priestess energy to me. But this is kind of like saying with patience, you'll be able to find victory in this, and that through that patience and healing that they're doing for you, the angels, they're like pouring this into your cup. It's almost like you can see that your cup is being poured into all this overabundant love. It's like the angels, your spirit guides, they're helping you get the victory out of this contract. Yeah, maybe it's not even a decision almost. Well, it's almost like a decision of, can I do it? Do I want it or not? Because, I mean, it's a whole entire rebirth for you that's happening right now, right? It's like, as starseeds and light workers, we're pretty much at the point now where we've done the work for the lessons, figured out what the universe needed us to learn so that we can finally make that 180, have that death and rebirth. And the world is giving this to us, right? It's almost like they're giving us a wand to become magicians so that we can change the world, really. We're bringing in balance with other people. That's the whole point. We are rebirthing because the world is rebirthing. The whole world is having its own death as well. And we are the ones, as you know, the starseeds and the light workers, that are meant to be shining in the balance, or bringing in the balance for the people around us. This is like our friend groups. This card also represents a certain amount of like working together in a business frame or a collaboration sense with other people, to essentially bring in a creative or influential way that you can be doing this. This is why this is happening as starseeds and light workers, right? We are, the universe is giving us wands, giving us the world is giving us wands and a chance to rebirth. When I say wands, right, what I mean by that is the universe is giving us the ability to move forward in something, to do something, to make magic happen in the world, to take opportunities that we wouldn't normally think we are worthy of, in a certain sense. And this is the whole point of all of this, right? We've learned all this truthful information about ourselves, filled our hearts. We have these abilities that the angels are pouring in for us for victory, to be able to bring in this balance within our personal life. And now, as a starseed and a light worker, right, what I've learned through the process is that it's like a super fast track to learning a whole life's worth of lessons, right? In a smaller scale, on a personal level. We have been essentially chosen, right, to go through a very condensed but whole life worth of issues, so that we are then knowledgeable enough to teach others how to not make the same mistakes. Our goal is to teach people how to be wiser than the wise man, because the way the saying goes is that a wise man learns from his own mistakes, a wiser man learns from other people's mistakes, right? So we have been essentially fast-tracked into learning life lessons. And this is why, because we are in charge of creating balance in the world with other people through this death process. Yeah. Now this is, like I said, it's on a personal level, but it's also the reason for the goal, right? So what's happening in your personal life, and then what you're supposed to be sharing, is how to receive this change of fortune. Excuse me. How to overcome your obstacles to find happiness and contentment with what you have. This only happens, right, when you change the old. When you change the old patterns, when you realize that there are patterns, and then you choose whether or not to stick with specific patterns or to get rid of them. And this is what we're learning so that we can teach others, right? And specifically right now, this is where, everything we've talked about before, that's like what's happened and what's been happening, right? The rebirth, the change. And with a rebirth, it's like a closing of one chapter and a starting of a new chapter, right? So what that looks like in life and what you've most likely been going through is what didn't serve you has been pushed out by the universe. Anything that was not helping this goal, right? This path that you've, chosen to be on to help the world. Anything that didn't serve that purpose is already gone from your life. Specifically in the form of men and women that do not communicate very well with you, or that are, So it's like basically saying that anything like quote unquote devilish, dark, anything that's made you feel chained up, that devil has been pushed out of your life, right? That devil in your personal life as a starseed, as a light worker, as 144,000, a divine anything, right? Those of us who are at the forefront of this whole process that the world is going through, this death and rebirth that the world is going through, we've gone through that already for the most of it on a very small personal scale. We've already gotten rid of the devil in our life and figured out how to handle love correctly, or what we want from love and what we want to give in love. We've already figured that out. And now that's why our luck is changing. We are the ones whose energy starts the energy of the universe, right? What happens in as a starseed and light worker personal life, the energy that we put off then transcends to others, right? That's why our whole goal is to figure out how to do life right and handle the situations right, because our energy is what controls the rest of the energy, because we hold the world in our hands. And the goal is for everyone to be able to hold the world in their own hands without trampling on each other. Harmony and balance. That's what our goal is. Share and teach harmony and balance. So that we can all become emperors and empresses of our own life without wanting to trample on other people in the process. Because if everyone in the world could do that, right, we would have harmony and balance. And this is the age of Aquarius now. So that's, what that is about. So what you have coming forward more, too, what you have coming up is more secrets being revealed. And finally, really and truly seeing your ship sailing in. What that means is, with the moon card, that's about, just more secrets being revealed. It's, intuitive energy. I've always viewed these little things that fall off the moon as like the energy that astrology, the moon, the planets can bring down to you. That's why, there's multiple cards in the deck that have these same little things, and that's why I view them as energy, right? It's the energy that's imparted. Sorry, the Ace of Swords has it too. Sorry, it's really bright and hard to see, but there's those little energy things too. And this card is about hearing the truth, hearing truthful information. So I always view this specifically as truthful information that has been imparted either into the other person or into, you, the talker. It's truthful information because it's information that comes from the stars. It's universal truth. It's like law. And you're learning this. You're learning the rules of the road for the whole universe, truly. So that you can teach it to everyone else, and so that your energy can transmute through that. You're seeing your ship sailing in. Oh, these are the other 2 cards. I knew there was more. So you're seeing, so this is what's coming. More truthful information, more universal secrets revealed. You start to see your ship sailing in, right? And as you see your ship sailing in, it makes it even more easy for you to turn away from the things in your life that aren't serving you, so that you can find this healthy, stable Eden life. So you're turning away from things that don't serve you, that will hurt your heart, but you're allowing in things that will make you more stable in the real world, in the 3D world. As starseeds and light workers, already we are very spiritually, intuitively, and 5D inclined, right? This is about this part of the journey, right? As a starseed and as a light worker, and what's happening right now is where your energy, the universe is asking you to focus on your pentacles, focus on the knowledge and information, and how you can turn what you know and what you can do for this world into both what will make your personal life feel that way, but doing it so that it also shares the information to help the world. I personally chose tarot reading. You see what I'm saying? I spent plenty of time learning it. I'm so good at it. I love it. You know, so this is my way of sharing my work as a starseed and as a light worker, as 144,000, to try and change the world, you know, and this is what we are meant to be working on right now. And in fact, I'm sure even for you that love is almost off the table right now. This is not what the universe wants us to be focusing on in this moment. We've kind of already went through that part of the lesson. We already know how to give and receive love the proper way. Now it's putting things into action and seeing what the work we've done coming in as the reward, right? As the Wheel of Fortune. We're seeing the rewards coming in. So first we'll see it in our personal life, and then we'll start to see it on a larger, grander scale in the whole world, right? Our energy has to happen first, and then it translates into the rest. Through the magnetic field. That's how this all actually works. There's ley lines, there's a magnetic field of energy that literally transmute across this whole planet. And we are the first to kind of experience that. We are the wayfarers, the ones, the forefront of the energy wave. We've been chosen for this, you know. We are worthy. And we can do it, right? So there truly really is no reason to feel guarded about what's coming up next. Because even the things that you maybe have turned away from, it's saying specifically right now, love, whatever partnership you're in, you've turned away from it. Because what was happening is the two of you were, it turns out like what you two were ending up doing is basically making each other feel bad, right? But there was a reason for that. It was a life lesson. We had to learn from that, right? But that doesn't mean that, see, because this fell here. So this is about holding tight onto, hold on. Tell me about the Three of Cups, please. Why is the Three of Cups here? What are we holding on tight to? Okay. So this is saying holding on tight to oh, I see. It's almost like either you or maybe this person that you've left, right, is feeling or was feeling, did feel like they needed to hold on tight to multiple options, if that makes sense. Like it was like they didn't know, or you didn't know what would make you happy. I'm thinking it was the other person though, but it could be you. You didn't know if what you wanted to do was to be with other people because, you know, your cup wasn't full, or you didn't know if what you wanted to do was to be happy alone, right? I'm assuming that a lot of people chose to be alone. There's a point for that though. There is a reason for that. The reason for that was to balance out negative karma that you currently have racked up, if that makes sense. But it helps you move forward with the universe, right? You can't move forward into a new path unless the karma that you've accrued previous has already been taken care of, right? You can't really have a wheel of fortune either for the same reasons. The universe is not going to give you good luck unless the things you've done before have been rectified, if that makes sense. And that's part of why we go through what we're going through too, to rectify things we've done before. But what this does is it brings a whole new sense of enlightenment, more learning lessons, and more things to not repeat, if that makes sense. We make mistakes so that next time we won't make them in a similar situation. That's the whole point of enlightening ourselves, right? And what that will do here, right, is give you a new understanding, and it brings in an energy source, in an energy, like your energy, right, will then start attracting what you actually should have, whether that's from the same person before, a bunch of people, new people, the right people, right, will start coming towards you. This card, it almost feels like I feel like y'all have been praying for this. But this is a lot about meditation, right? I think a lot of us as starseeds and light workers at this point right now are just feeling very lost, very guarded, really, because there's been a lot of pain and heartache coming into this process, especially recently. And this is about balancing out the negative karma so that dark karma doesn't feel pulled and attached to you or directed towards you anymore. So that only the ones with the right energy, the energy that you deserve, start coming towards you. But you have to understand too, right, that these things happen slowly. These things happen slowly, especially for the people that we deal with. You know, we as starseeds and light workers, we're the fastest to come to these understandings, right? We have God on our side, we have the angels on our side, we have our spirit guides, whatever, you know, it is, our higher self, our soul. We have that really, really working in our favor. And this is about teaching other people how to do the same thing, how to turn away from the things that don't serve them. But understand this, and please don't forget, right? Many, many others are slower than us at understanding these concepts. And that's really where you can lose some of that guardedness about the whole process, right? Is just understanding that this is a whole world change. This is the whole world. As we keep going through the age of Aquarius and all that we just started, even through, 2020, everyone is heading in the same direction, and it's towards spiritual enlightenment. We are the ones to rein in the flock. We're the shepherds, if that makes sense. The shepherds for the sheep. But a lot of those sheep are slow. And I don't want to refer to people as sheep because I don't mean that offensively in any way. I only mean, I don't know, society? I'm not sure exactly what I mean by that when I say that. I just mean other people. But these two cards here, it talks about slow movement, delays even, although I don't always think of it as delays. From turning away from empty cups. Turning away. And that's our goal here. So right now there's a lot of worry and concern that others won't hear the truth. That others won't make the decision. Sorry, that's like a solar plex thing. Yeah, there's people that are literally stuck and blind. You know what I mean? Stuck and blind. It's like they can't see. They're asleep. They're not spiritually awake. They go through the burdens, pain, struggles, stuck in toxic cycles, stuck in alcoholism, drug addiction, codependency, instability, non-motivation, all of that stuff. That's what we're trying to help the world switch into, and we have to do it first. It's our energy that subconsciously changes the world, that makes people unstuck, right? That comes through both teaching how we communicate, how we love. So that's what makes us magicians. That's why we are the magicians, right? We're learning how to be fully understanding of all four suits. The cups, how to love properly. The wands, how to... wands is about like doing things, performing an action. So like it's about knowing what you should do in the real world. I should be getting a job and then doing it, what's right for you. Same with the swords. That's about communicating with people. So being fully understanding how the right way to communicate. And then also too, we have Pentacles. So that's money. So it's how to be totally financially stable. We're learning how to do this so that we can teach everyone how to become a magician. Or a high priestess, or an emperor, or an empress, The goal is to become a major arcana card. We're already kings and queens, right? We're already kings and queens. And, yep. And we have all the tools to do what we need to do. And that's what this is saying. We have all the tools. And we're going to take them and use them. All right. I think that will be the end of this reading. Let's see if I can't get just a message or two. Some encouraging words here from this deck. What should my starseeds and lightworkers know, please? Ask your angels. That's so funny. I'm not even going to take another card. I know this is the message it's supposed to have. Ask your angels, and it fell right on top of the Four of Swords, which that whole card is about meditation and praying. I literally said, I feel like y'all have been praying about this, So continue to do that. That's where you'll receive all this truthful information, this Ace of Swords. Is through talking to those angels. It's through your intuition. It's through your gut. We've been open and awake to all that. That's the whole point. We have to use this, newfound skill and understanding that we have of our spiritual side. And that's what we're going to teach to everyone else. All right. So thank you guys. I appreciate you watching. This is a timeless video. I was going to do it for where we're at right now in September, but in all reality, this is a timeless reading. If you resonate with it at any point that you watch it, it's for you in the moment. So thank you guys for watching it. Subscribe to the channel. I put out videos all the time now, and we're growing and expanding, and that's the goal. So subscribe for me, like this video, and comment and let me know. Tell me if you're a starseed or a lightworker. I would love to meet more of my tribe. All right, thanks guys. See you soon.